that kind of undoes the whole thing?
Yeah, I guess it's frustrating, but you know, it's baseball. We've done that to teams all year, so we just gotta live with it.
You guys were, hitting the ball well in the first inning, producing some runs, and then I think the next 6 innings you gave up like 2 hits and a walk or something like that. Was there anything that you noticed different from the way he was throwing? Or?
No, I don't think so. I think he got in the groove maybe. We pressed a little bit. It was probably a combination of both.
Because Eric, did you guys just feel like you needed maybe one big hit there somewhere, whether it be yesterday or today, and just couldn't come up with the big one to sort of change the momentum?
Maybe. We don't go into the game or feel like we need a big hit. We pride ourselves on putting back-to-back hits and having good ABs and stuff like that. And that just didn't happen today, obviously. Didn't really happen yesterday. But no, we don't really feel like we need someone to step up and have a huge hit to win.
Eric, I know that the sting of this is there, but can you just touch on the whole year as a whole and what you guys have done for Purdue this year?
Well, I think it proves, the Big Ten's worth looking at, and Purdue exceptionally has done a great job building a program that's going to be around for a while. I think these coaches, recruiting the right type of players, and then they're not only recruiting them and getting them there, but they're making them better ball players, and then that's the result of this.
What's it been like being a part of this program throughout this whole year, which has been a historic year for your school?
That's been great. I've been here 5 years, and you look to have a good year every year. And this year we've really put together many accomplishments, and we're very proud of this year.
Blake, why don't you address that too?
Yeah, it feels great. Just to be, this is my 4th year, like you said. It's his 5th. It's my 4th. Every year, like you said, you expect to have a good year, but this year we kind of probably exceeded even our expectations, and it just feels great to be a part of the first team that's going to do this. And I think there's going to be many more coming along the lines here.
Blake, how tough is it as the pitcher when the opposing pitcher goes out and gets a 5-pitch inning and you got to turn around and I don't even know if you had a chance to sit down during that inning, but just mentally where you at?
I honestly try not to let that affect you. He got in a groove, and he was having some quick innings, and as the opposing pitcher, you just gotta take what you're handed. You can't really think about his successes. You gotta just kind of go out there and try to pitch your own game.
This one's for both of you. If you had anything that you could tell the younger guys in the program who still have some time left to play here, what would it be?
I mean, we've shared a lot of them this year because, I have a couple of freshman middle infielders we work with, and I think we preach, that hustle is something that we pride ourselves on. You never give up, which we've proved in many, many games this year, and I think that's what we pass on is, you played it last out.
I think just the younger guys, they got a taste of winning this year and having some great success, and I think that the biggest thing that I would say is keep that know how that feels to win, and really don't want to lose. They got a taste of winning this year, and they should want to have a season like this or better every year.
What's it meant to be part of this senior class? I mean, there's a big senior group that's going out this year, and you guys have had more success than any class before you.
I mean, it's great, I think the senior class, I think a lot of it has then we've been together for a while, but a lot of it is we're just a close-knit group. You have junior college kids that came here last year and they're in our senior class, so I wouldn't say that it was only, us building for 4 years. I think we've learned from the people before us, and that's helped a lot, but overall, it's been great to spend time with these guys, and I know that it'll continue with the younger guys.
Yeah, this is the closest group of players I've ever been around in any sport, and I think that says a lot about the senior class. And we accept, like he said, we accepted the junior college kids, and they really fit in right away. And it's been great to be a part of this senior class.
What does this team and this program mean to you guys?
It's pretty much life. It's for these 4 years, or in this case 5 years that we're around. It's pretty much the biggest thing in our lives, and you know, this and family, and pretty much the players on the team are family, and so yeah, that's how I feel.
You just have a sense of pride, a sense of ownership, you know, in the program and the university. So I think that'll stick forever. You see guys we played with coming back and supporting us, and we'll be doing the same. It's nice to have that kind of pride.
Blake, you talk about just going forward and what you think now that it's over, you know, the disappointment of it being done, with just the unknown of the future.
Oh, you know, baseball is, you know, that's a big part of my life, and it always has been. But going forward, you know, I'll always give back to the program and, you know, support it as much as I can, and just kind of take it one day at a time. I'm not really making any big plans at this point.
Situations in the last couple of days.
Yeah, and well, it gets magnified too when you know, weren't scoring very many runs and you're limited to number of hits. So when you get that one opportunity, it was just magnified. You know, you had a bunch of hits together, and you know, we got 3 hits in that inning, but you know, we just had the opportunity. But you know, they made a good pitch on Plawecki and got him out front. And Serrato's ball, I thought, was struck decent enough, and you know, 5 feet more to the second baseman's right. It's a base hit, and we're still you know, batting in that inning. So but that's just the way it is. But it gets magnified when we're not, you know, not doing it on a consistent basis.
Serrato or Spillner just lose that ball in the sun there to start the
Yeah,
4th inning.
yeah, he lost it in the sun, and you know, I mean, it's just one of those things. You got to stay with it. You know, obviously it still hit him in the glove. He probably picked it up late, but I don't think that there's any excuses for not making that play. And then the other outfield error kind of came back and bit us too. So, you know, both of those wind up being, you know, putting runners in scoring position early in the inning, and you know, the later one or the latter one only accounted for 1 run. That, you know, Spill drops the ball, guys on second base, it shouldn't turn into a 4-run inning. That's where, you know, we went wrong the last 2 days. I mean, you got to be able to manage innings, and you know, holding an opponent to 2 or 3 runs when things start to get a little crazy is managing the inning. We can come back from a 2 or 3 run inning, but a 4 and a 5 run inning is a little bit tougher. Yesterday with 2 outs, nobody on, I mean, there's no way that they should score 5 runs, but we just couldn't get that last out. And you know, today, you know, it turns into a 4-run inning, and again, their ball. You know, Charles, it was just, you know, that was the 5 feet that we wanted on Serrato's ball, possibly. We could have maybe held it to 3, but you know, you give Kentucky a lot of credit. Their pitcher did an outstanding job. You know, we didn't do a very good job of getting it to either team's bullpen. You know, it took into the 8th inning today, and we didn't get there yesterday, so you know, we just didn't get it done offensively either.
You obviously hit the ball well in the first inning, and even in the second, you know, working a lot of deep counts and things. Did you notice anything, either in Luttrell's approach that changed?
No, I mean, we had good ABs in the first inning, I thought. You know, Spillner grounded out, but you know, but I thought it was a quality. I thought, you know, really all the guys had quality ABs, and then you know, second time through, Perkins smokes the ball right back at the pitcher. I mean, so we were still doing some things, but he did a good job. I mean, he was getting ahead early, and then, you know, expanding away. And we probably left the zone a little bit because I thought the zone was a good zone. He wasn't necessarily calling it off the plate, but you know, we wound up chasing a little bit away. Too many strikeouts today. Again, not getting enough leadoff guys on base. They outperformed us in that category, and you know, outperformed us on line drives overall on the day. So you know, a little bit better shooting the ball through the infield, or at least 2 infielders, and giving ourselves a chance. But we didn't have an inordinate amount of fly balls today. But you know, our strikeout total, I think we had, what, 9 strikeouts maybe. So, but again, I mean, they played well. They're really not a whole lot of difference again. I mean, you know, but you know, we struggled down the stretch of the season. I mean, our leadoff hitter, you know, was struggling. Our number 3 pitcher spot was struggling. So we kind of went into postseason with some questions and trying to figure them out. And, you know, that's not what you necessarily want to be doing as you go into postseason. So I thought we did a good job. We got, you know, 3 wins at the Big Ten tournament and a leadoff win here, and battled for the most part these 2 ball games. But you know, those 2 innings, you know, one bad inning in each game, kind of hurt us. You know, but we're close. We're right there. I think, you know, fans and alumni are going to expect, you know, more of the same, and our players should expect more of the same. Like I said, there'll be new names and new faces, but the innards are going to stay the same, and the expectations will stay the same. And you know, and I'd like to think that even for all of the Big Ten, hopefully everybody's looking at what we did this year and thinking that, you know, that they can do the same thing, and they should be able to. I think the Big Ten, you know, as a conference can grow, and you know, we got 2 teams in this year. I mean, that should be a standard. If not, you know, we should be looking to get 3-4 teams in every year. So I'm excited for the Big Ten Conference. I thought this was a good year for RPIs, and you know, we just got to keep trying to figure it out. Now next year the RPI system changes a little bit, so we'll see if that's going to have just a little bit of effect. That's not the total catch-all answer, but you know, every little bit I think will help us.
I feel like you picked up some fans here this season too. I mean, you got a lot more publicity, and I mean, you had thousands of fans here in the area for this weekend.
No, I mean, this was real impressive for our guys, I think, and for us as a coaching staff to see the people come out. I mean, they had to, you know, get in their car and get here, so I mean, it wasn't, you know, real easy for them. It wasn't a long trek, but we appreciate the support. You know, I heard from people all season long, from fans, alumni. You know, there was just a lot of pride going around, and you know, that's something that we want to keep going, and that's what's going to keep us working hard and our heads down. Is, you know, the pride that I think that we built, you know, amongst the Purdue fans and Purdue baseball alums. You know, we owe it to them. We owe it to the players that have played here before. I know the guys in the moment are the ones that have to execute it, but yeah, we owe it to everybody. We owe it to the administration that supports our program. So, you know, we're not just playing for ourselves. I mean, we're playing for you know, a lot of people.